And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go, here we go. Three.
A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Again, it's Taylor. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Stroud on third down now. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ken Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
25 yards that time.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Play action. Stroud now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Stroud. And he's got it. Touchdown. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Levis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Hines now on the return. Ooh, the juke. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. There he goes, right side. Now inside the 25. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up, not just the yardage lost.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep them.
So, like, literally right there, how is he not able to get around the corner?
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now here's Levis now on third and long. And that will be incomplete.
0 for 4, Levis. 0 for 4.
Defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They do go for it. Here's Levis. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Levis. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Packers at 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And Walker once more. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're
Are you serious?
Now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge.
That was the fine. I guess I'll do things myself.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
I love the no block. I really hate my players. They hate each other. I don't play on the Packers anymore. They want to play on the Tokyo Dragons. They're like, dang, they got a sweet city. See, I gotta try plays I don't usually try. How am I doing that?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. And this one's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
2nd down, here's Levis. Here's a ball deep from Musgrave. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down by a big play there. As it
oh, man.
Just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
That's too funny.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety
Actually, don't know if
coming
I
up
can
and
double
making
him.
the big-time play?
Okay.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, Walker. And he
Like, that's just Chris Jones. It's the power of Chris Jones.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Yep. Still there. You know the plays are.
Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And McPherson on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14.
And that's out of bounds. Trying not to have any time on the clock for him, and I just give him the best field position.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes.
He's got to run it.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know
He's
we're
gonna
both
run
thinking the
one
same
move.
thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting
trust my
field
guys
position
here.
for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Meanwhile, Stroud, now Robinson coughs up the football.
Oh!
And this ball
Finally.
by the offense.
Stupid people aren't there, though.
They cannot advance
Yikes.
it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Still on his feet. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone.
Yes!
Incomplete.
As soon as he leaked
Let's
out,
go, Witherspoon.
someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Up the middle, here's Walker. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act.
Just trying to catch up a little bit in yardage.
So we've
hit
hit
throwing picks or
intermission. It's halftime.
Get the ball
this
back.
Is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's going the other way.
Like, come on, dude. He's behind him, and then all of a sudden, he's just next to him. Oh, man, I just hate myself.
When they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Oh, he's going to use my against me.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take it into the
That's just fine.
touchdown.
I guess I have to start going for 2 points.
His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football.
Even doubling it.
Talk on their sideline has
There's
been about
no one
taking
else
care of
left.
the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
In motion left is Watkins. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not a
There's just no running room, dude. He keeps it close, and then none of the play action is going to work on him. Like, it's going to be in my freaking bread box.
Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Levis steps away.
On his hands! It was on his hands!
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in.
It was in his hands!
In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes us beyond.
More passes to my running back today than I ever have.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Up the middle they run.
Like,
Like,
literally it's doubled. Then the shift happens.
They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
He's just got so funny.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12.
Oh my gosh. No wonder he chose him first. No wonder.
Now Levis.
Picked. Pick. Easy pick.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the return this time.
I love that zone right there because it works against me all the time. But whenever I try to do that zone, the throw gets there.
Zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They run once more with Taylor. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On the jump. Go check.
Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get him down.
He almost got it. Could go for this. Why not?
By a few yards.
Why not go for it?
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield.
I'll do the same thing I just did. Pick that press again. See if it works.
Yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's going to have
Oh, JT, you're so good.
He's down at about the 30-yard line. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner.
He's literally holding him at the point of attack. Call the flag. You called it twice on me. Come on.
And the Dragons are able to
Come on, man.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Sheesh. You can't just take a guy from the outside shoulders where he's got inside control and then shove him out like that. Sheesh. He's the one with the yardage, too.
Now following the touchdown to kick.
All right, guys, let's see what you can do.
Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Chris Jones is literally like Aaron Donald, like the cheat code, like Eric was saying.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%. And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield.
Like, he's pulling up on him when he should be covering the deep zone there.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively.
What do I know these days? I just run on 3rd down and go for it on 4th every time.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Like, how do you get from that outside position there
That is not near enough.
to everything else?
They figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
Hike the ball! How many times do I gotta push the freaking button?
Our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Freaking trying to save time and get the quarterback.
It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points.
Can't do nothing if they're gonna do that.
Hand off here to Walker. And a good
is he already on top of
all the way down to the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open
steps
running
in
lanes, and he's taking advantage of it
Thornton?
right now, but that shouldn't be a
Steps
surprise. Defense has the lead.
No.
They're playing for the pass first.
So
Thornton
signs
set
of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators
Can't even set the edge. His line is so freaking good every year.
Get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe. Up to
You don't say that to JT. What's wrong with you?
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
Pick it off.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Thank God.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
That way. Let's just get a nice little stretch going.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And going right back to Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker.
Like, literally, you got so many people right there.
2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker.
Like, why are you able to get tackled by him? I don't even care. Like, just run past him.
And they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the give, it's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Levis looking to throw.
How do you drop it?
Incomplete.
See, this is why I can't play this game.
You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because just as you
usually
noted,
like
they
90%
can sit back,
good
keep
there.
everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they do get this
Like
across
running
midfield
right
to the
where I have
49,
my
but a
freaking
small
guy.
consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis rolling to his left. And he is trying to
He tripped me. Out of bounds. I was out of bounds when he tripped me. Come on.
I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now.
Like, he cannot outrun Bennett. He's not faster than Bennett.
But not before he's inside the 30.
Such bull crap.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 201 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tokyo, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Sheesh, dude. Sheesh. Dude, like, I feel bad for Levis because, like, he's got 28 interceptions. Ugh. I want to do well with him. He just can't get anything going. I feel as though, like, I played this not too long ago. Some of these accelerations were way higher when I drafted them, and now it seems lower, even though it says it's higher. That's strange. And that's by Chris Jones. It's amazing. Why do I have Pete in there anyway? Gotta fix that whole slot wide receiver stuff. No, I don't know what to fix there. Jeez. I was trying to hold him. Just couldn't. Just couldn't. His line just is too good. Dude, all these guys suck at block shedding. Obviously, I favorite them. And then take whoever I can here. Tackle. So. Where is he? Doomsday is not going to be bad, but bro, who was the top tight end from the 2024 draft? Who was the top right tackle from the 2024 draft?
Is Ty Bloomberg from Wisconsin a real person?